Hi friends, this is Skills 4 and it's our first lesson in this unit, and it's also the first lesson that is going to be for our entire class learning from home. Okay, so this is something new. Instead of using our shoulder, elbow, and wrist and then sweeping down like we have been, we're going to use our fingers. Okay, so I'm going to tell you my word first. I'm going to tell you the sounds that are in it, and then we're going to say it together. So you listen first, then say it, and then we'll say it together. Okay, so my two fingers are going up, and I'm telling you, go. My first sound is G, and I'm pointing to my first finger, and my next sound is O, and I'm pointing to my next finger. Do that with me. First, two fingers up, go. First sound, G. Second sound, O, go. Put the two fingers together and blend the sounds together. Okay, next one, no, O, no. Parents, make sure whenever you're watching your child at home that they are saying the word, then the sounds by pointing to their fingers and then putting the two sounds back together, okay? Next word, say. A, say. Next word, day. A, day. Now let's do it together. Day, a, day. We are going to get more practice with that on the next part. We are doing some more oral blending, except these are CVC words. If you have already watched the video, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Consonant, vowel, consonant. It has three sounds. We're going to do this exactly the same way, except with three sounds instead of two. Okay? So my first word is cat. K-at. Cat. Let's do it together. Cat. K-at. Cat. Very good. Next word, you listen first, then say it with me. Bat. B-at. Bat. Let's do it together. Bat. Three fingers up. B-at. Bat. Good job. Keep practicing. Next word, listen first, then say it with me. Bet. B-et. Bet. Say it with me. Bet. B-et. Bet. Last word, ben. B-en. Ben. Say it with me. Ben. B-en. Ben. Moving on, we have three sounds here. I'm going to do these in order this time, but I want you to pay attention to where they are, okay? Beginning, middle, end. I'm going to start with these in order, but from now on, I'm going to say, tell me what the middle sound is, because I don't want to go in order because the students will just memorize what I'm going to ask for next. So I'm going to mix it up a little. Okay, so for today, we're going beginning, middle, end, but in a little bit, we're going to mix it up. Okay, what is this sound? Mat. Okay, make that picture in the air. What is this sound? Ah. Draw that in the air for me. Now, this sound is Draw that in the air for me. Okay, again, we're going to go beginning, middle, and end, but I will start mixing it up on the later lessons. The first one is D. Draw that in the air for me. The next sound is Ah. Draw that one in the air for me. And then the last one is K. Draw that in the air for me. Okay, we've got two sounds on this page. The first one is G. Draw that in the air for me. And the last one is I. Okay, parents, right here is where I want you to not necessarily pause this, but when you're done with the lesson or before the lesson, this is where these are the sounds that I want you to review on your note cards, okay? This is the new sound we're learning today, so you're going to add this one also. This is Say that. The sound is like in nut. Repeat that word, nut. The beginning sound is a Say this one, nice. Nice. Make sure your tongue is on the roof of your mouth. Say not. The sound is the beginning of those words. Now listen for it at the end of these words and repeat them after me. Fun. Ran. Tin. Shine. Okay, the sound is at the end of those words. This is the sound. Say that with me again. What sound is this? Okay, so parents, add this sound to your note cards. Okay, now I'm going to read a little story to you, and every time you hear a word start with our new sound, I want you to put your hands up in the air. Uh-oh. Oh, there it's back. Okay, I want you to put your hands up in the air. And then whenever I'm done with that word, you put your hands down and listen for my next word. Okay, so if I was going to say new, then you would put your hands up. But if I said moo, you wouldn't. Okay, so listen here. My new, that's right, hands up. Okay, back down. Neighbor, yep, has a baby named Ned. The noisy baby never stops crying. That Ned is a naughty, naughty baby. I wish noisy Ned would take a nap. Okay, now I'm going to read that to you again, and I want you to pay attention even closer to see if you can get all of my words that start with the sound. One more time. My new neighbor has a baby named Ned. The noisy baby never stops crying. That Ned is a naughty, naughty baby. I wish noisy Ned would take a nap. Okay, parents, if you would like to pause this and do it again, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay, now we're going to move on to our picture of our sound. Okay, you start to make the sound at the dotted line, and you draw a small line straight to the bottom. You don't pick up your pencil or your crayon, and then you make a hump to the dotted line and then back down to the bottom. It's really easy to make this letter. We'll talk more about that in just a second. Okay, do this in the air for me. Do it. And draw it in the air. The sound is Okay, parents, right here is a list of words. You're going to tell your child each of the words, and I'm going to give you an example first. Okay, we're listening for the sound at the beginning. Okay, so the word that starts with the sound is the one that you want them to tell you. So for example, number 1 is nut and mutt. The word with the sound is nut. That's the one that you would want them to tell you. You tell them both words. They need to repeat both words to you and then tell you which one starts with the sound. Okay? So pause here and resume when you're ready. Next, we have the chaining. For my virtual parents, this is going to be a little different for you, and for my parents that were face-to-face that are just now starting virtual, this is going to be very new for you. Okay, so this is where you're going to pause it, and you see the words at the bottom, 1 and 2. Okay, you have already made the note cards. So I want you to make those words, and each time you change a sound, ask your child if it's the beginning, middle, or ending sound that changes, and sound the new word out together. Okay? I'm going to pause that. If you have any questions, there is a chaining video on my YouTube channel that you can look at. But you can pause here and resume when you're ready. Okay? Last, we are going to complete the 1.1 workbook page. Okay, as I said, every workbook page in here, every lesson is going to have a workbook page, excuse me. So right here is where you're going to make the sounds, and then we can sound this out. Ot, not. Okay, so we're going to complete this. On this one, this is a dog, okay? This is on, this is cat, and this is in, okay? So this first word, we're going to sound it out. In, okay? So then you're going to prompt your child to write it underneath the picture that is for in, which would be the dot in the box. Okay, let's try this one. At. Okay, so that, of course, you would prompt them to write underneath cat, and so on and so forth. If you have any questions at all, please dojo me a message. I'm available to ask questions. I'm probably in my classroom working on more lessons. So thanks for this first virtual lesson for the entire class. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Miss y'all. Bye.